Welcome back. We're doing a quick series of quotes from InspireWear. Um, the original series that I started back in 2010 had 5 T-shirts. I would show that at some point. So we've dealt with 3, and now we're going into T-shirt number 4. So this is the fourth part of the series because with one broadcast has to do with one T-shirt. So this one is more of a commonsensical message. Yeah, it's basic common sense. This one says it's a lot easier to speak for others than think for myself. It's a lot easier to speak for others than think for myself. It's more common sense. But it too carries a little bit of depth to it. Because you're having a conversation, I'll give you elaborate. I'm having a conversation with somebody and they ask me a question. I say, I know what you're thinking. Is that possible for you to know what I'm thinking? I don't know. Maybe it is on some kind of magical level. But realistically, when people speak for others, you complete people's sentences or you assume you know what they're going to say or ask, and you speak for others, it's a lot easier to speak for somebody else, to speak for others. You say, oh yeah, that's what he meant to say. No, you don't know what he meant to say. You're just saying what you thought and what you want to say. Everything that comes out of you is based on information that is within you, and that's what you do. You just project what is inside of you. You can use some other person as your guide for that projection, but you can't really speak for anybody else but yourself. So that's what this is about. And the second part, I highlighted 2 parts. If you look at the quote, I think I'll put it up. The graphic is there. Speak and think were highlighted. Speak and think. It is a lot easier to speak for others than think for myself. Thinking for myself. To have that opportunity to think for yourself individually, to rely solely on your thought, albeit guided by all the external influences, your education, media, what else, but to actually have a thought for yourself where you genuinely think about this situation and you arrive at a conclusion or you arrive at some kind of point where you are informed about it based on your thought for it. It's not an easy thing to do because the world is over-informed. We're full of a lot of information. So we have so many things influencing how we think daily. And so that's why this is a combination of 2 factors. It's easier to speak for others than think for myself. We can even separate the 2 of them and say think for myself and speak for others as separate entities, but they're fused into one. And for me, this is what it means. It means being able to not speak for other people, not assume that I know what other people are going to say, but be patient enough to listen to them and take in information. So this affects the amount of patience I have in conversations with others, and it reduces the amount of assumptions we make. Remember the film says assumption is the mother of all bleep ups, and that's the way it is. So it's not wise to make assumptions when you're dealing with other people and assume you know their position or what they want to say. It's always good to get all the information and then you process it. You come up with your own conclusion by thinking for yourself. And that's what this is about. So that's T-shirt number 4. Thank you. Thank you.